the new Top Gun a couple days ago, so like I got that huge homoerotic energy going on in my veins.
I feel it. You know what? I
Yeah.
feel it. I still haven't seen it yet. I'm recording, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still
Uh,
I I still haven't watched it yet. But I always take a move from you where I always say I'm gonna just. I don't even know when the first time I heard you say this. It was when we were kids, when we were in high school. You said something that you were going to go to the movie theater and just sit down with a bucket of lube and jerk it the
oh
entire
yeah.
time to it. And I stole that from you, and I've said that my entire life.
Oh yeah.
And I just
Easily.
now realized that that came from you.
Yeah, yeah. Just a giant jar of industrial strength KY jelly. Just going to town.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing I could possibly think of that was going on when we were in high school was, I honestly don't even know. I don't even remember half the times we went to the movie theater. It was like in Carbondale in the mall, that we used to go there, and I'm pretty sure it's closed down now, honestly.
Probably. Yeah.
Um, well, hi
Yeah.
everyone. You know me, Noah. I got my boy,
Yeah, yeah.
Weston with
Yeah, yeah.
me. And he's my longtime friend and nemesis and lover, all in the same person.
Uh-huh.
I just figured it'd be kind of cool. To do a podcast or just talking video of just some other stuff that me and Weston usually talk about. So if y'all like it, do all the YouTubey things, and love me and like us, and if you want more, we can bring you more. But for this one, we might change the formula later on. But I figured what I told Weston to do was to bring like 5 things to just talk about, regardless of what it is. It doesn't have to be anything specific: politics, news, games, or video, whatever. And so we each brought some stuff to talk about today. So that's what we're going to do. But I ain't gonna lie, on my last one, dude, I was I was rushing a bit because I was like, I was overthinking it, and I was like, you know what? I know I've been watching this thing for a while now, and I was like, I think I know enough shit to talk about it, but I was so nervous to put it in, but I'm still putting it in there. We're gonna chat it up. Chat it up.
Uh-oh. Now you're having me sit on the edge of my seat.
I hope you do. I hope you do. And I was going to start with, let's see here. All right. So I want to make sure that I do this right. I have these images that I want you to look at. And
God.
I need to open it up first, and then I'm going to capture it. Let's see. Screen. Share your screen. Not that. This. Okay. Oh my God. Can I go live on both? Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Well, that's a penis.
Oh, that's not a. I was like, oh my God, did I show the wrong thing? Wait.
What? Why do you have like fucking yaks?
Hold on. It's for a purpose. Give me a. Oh shit. All right.
Fucked up.
All right, there we go. I'm live again, and then now, is it still full screen for you?
I can make it full screen, but there's no image or anything. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, now it is. Yeah,
All right,
I got
it is. Okay, cool. Sorry guys, we're I'm doing my thing here. I want to make sure y'all get to see this. So display. All right, yes. Now you both get to see this. All right. So, do you know who Jeffree Star is?
I do not know. Who do that? Who be that?
So it's like a makeup guru. He's had a shit ton of drama, and he was with like he ended up. He's been in a lot of drama, but he's just this dude who's dresses very awesome. I actually really like the way his style and stuff. He's very flamboyant at times and stuff. I love it. But anyway, but he's very controversial. Has definitely had his down times per se. But I don't want to talk about that today. What I'm talking about today is that he moved out of LA.
Okay.
All right. And he like Kanye West went to Wyoming and bought a ranch.
Yeah,
And
as one does.
yeah, yeah. And with yaks. He wanted to grow or I mean he wanted to raise yaks. All right.
Okay.
So this is from the official and he named it Star Yak Ranch. This is from the official Star Yak Ranch Instagram page. Now, Weston, I just want to show you how amazing he is to these yaks. Okay, look at this.
Okay.
I mean, look at this to start with. All right, best friends with a heart.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see the caption down there. Yeah.
Yeah, best
I
friends
mean-
with a heart. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I mean, he cares about these yaks so much. I mean, this is him. we are obsessed with yaks and appreciate everyone who has been following our journey. Should we open up a place where people could meet and learn yak education? We get thousands. He loves yaks. Okay, we love yaks. Okay. All right. And again, this is his pet. He loves them. This is him staring. By the way, I do think this dude's fine as hell. Like I totally suck him. I want to throw that out.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah, he's like a despisable person at times, but deep down, I do you.
He do have style.
He do have style, yeah. I really love animals way more than people. I mean, I agree for the most part. I'm kind of the same way. Yaks are so resilient and amazing, blessed to wake up and see their sweet faces every morning. All right. He's just amazing. Look at this. We just had our first calf born at Star Yak Ranch yesterday at 2 a.m. underneath the moonlight. Mama Snowflake, which, oh, okay. But gave birth to her stunning imperial little girl whose name is Volcano. She's being the sweetest and letting us snuggle. They snuggle together, Weston. That's so sweet. Yeah. Look, all of the Star Yak Ranch calves are all enjoying the fall season. Can't wait to see them grow up together! Exclamation point. We have 4 pregnant moms due in November. So they'll have more friends soon to play with. That's so sweet. They're going to have a long, healthy life here at the ranch. Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep, that's where it went. That escalated quickly.
Next post from Star Yak Ranch. Our delicious grass-fed yak meat will be available on our online store soon.
Oh, God damn
it. Hoping for next month.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like it honestly tastes better if, like, grass fed and cared for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's snuggled with all.
Yeah, exactly. He's snuggling with him right now.
He's he snuggled all of them. Gave it the perfect tenderness. Yak meat is supposed to be leaner, from what I hear.
Yeah.
So this caused a little bit of a controversy.
Yeah, just a little bit. I could see that. Yeah,
because everybody's been following him on social media. I'm like, oh, look how and also I want to put in perspective as well. He has a makeup line, and that's all vegan. But
so that makes this even crazier.
yeah. His whole makeup line's vegan, and while I understand, I understand not like, you know, you don't have to be vegan and then all but have like a vegan makeup line. I understand that. But
Yeah.
to have one product be vegan and cruelty free and then another product literally be meat
Yeah.
is just like insane to me.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
so and then he went to Twitter, where all the people go to
What?
dump their dumps, and said, "We did a yak meat." So, all right, this is where he announced it. We did a yak meat pop up shop in Wyoming today, and hundreds of people came out with just 12-hour notice. It was beautiful to see so many locals shop our USDA inspected grass fed meat and
Mm.
snuggled meat, by the way.
Oh
Snuggled
yes.
to perfection.
Snuggle.
My online store will launch next month. So he's starting an entire store by killing his pets. He's
Yeah.
named them, by the way. Who
Yeah, no,
names an
that's
animal and kills it for meat?
and then like I'm assuming he eats it. Maybe he doesn't, but
I mean, wouldn't that be some shit if he doesn't even eat this? He's just like, nah, not my.
yeah, no.
He's like, no, I'm good, bro. Um, this is his long, um, well, no, he didn't apologize. This is basically him addressed. I'm not gonna read all of it, but
uh
stop using the same regurgitated quote. Last year I said all yaks are my pets. They are. But months later, I learned how healthy yak meat is, and I started to appreciate learning where my food comes from. It's like, bro, you did you not learn that whenever you were like in second grade, like where, like what a
yeah.
hamburger was? It's
Jesus Christ.
it's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, then he says our country is trying to take women's rights away,
Yo.
there's already so much hate on the internet. So he blames. So he's like, no, hey, don't hate me. Like, look at the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
It's
By the way, I've donated over 1,000 pounds of meat to shelters.
just to let you know, I've killed way more than what you think I have.
Yeah. Yeah, so about those women's rights, nah, fuck it, just meat.
Oh shit. I guess some people forgot that it's okay to change your mind or evolve an idea. I mean, yeah, I guess it's just fucking weird whenever you evolve your idea from like, you're my friend to, yum,
Yeah.
food. I don't know.
Get in my belly.
He was like, so he got called. This guy started out like, I remember hearing about Jeffree Star back when we lived in our little tiny town, and somebody showed me this. He used to be like a musical artist, and
Wait, really?
yeah, it was kind of a weird style of music. Very, I mean, it was very poppy, very I don't know really the best way. It was very early 2000s. I almost want to say it's like 303 style, you know, very poppy. Ooh, look at me. I don't know, whatever. But it was interesting. But then he ended up getting into makeup, and it blew the fuck. Like, he's huge. And I let's see. Who was and then he went through like drama with like Shane Dawson. Him and Shane Dawson had a falling
really?
out, then come together. Yeah, he's been like everywhere. Like, I think even the other day he was on like Logan Paul's podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just like, I mean, you know, he's rich enough to like buy a ranch in Wyoming.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all that I had for this one. Speaking of Wyoming, I guess I talked to you last, a few days ago. I'm assuming you haven't watched the start of the outer range yet.
No, I haven't watched the end of it yet, but I did watch the beginning. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good show.
Pretty good show.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
it's finished though, right?
Yeah, I think there's 8 episodes. I I did not see the whole show is full of so many twists that it's impossible to just where you think something will happen. It's just like
Mhm.
there's no way. Like I was just like whoa 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 whoa. Like it was. I felt like every time there's a twist, it was like that clip of that. Um, you know that clip where they're like in Britain or something. It's some show like British show or something. Where they're just like a line of like family members like go to this dude and he just slaps each one of them as they
Yeah.
come through. It was
Yep.
like that. I just felt like I was getting slapped every time. I was like, what?
What
No
the fuck?
way.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
God. Yeah, no, it's pretty interesting so far. Like I don't know how much I can spoil or anything, but like I have gotten to a couple of those twists that you bring up. And
Yeah.
one of them in particular I think is in like the second episode that I'm just like, "Whoa, I was not expecting that to happen." So, yeah, no,
Oh yeah. That's kind of like I honestly don't think that the show really takes off until the second episode or third. Like
mhm.
it because at first the show is kind of like for those of you who haven't seen the Outer Range yet, it's I think it's on Amazon. I think. Um,
Yeah, it's Amazon Video.
okay. Yes, and it it basically it sets it up. There's just this hole. That's basically the premise of the show. There's other things that happen with the hole, but
Just a
there's this.
random hole in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, there's a random hole in the middle of the ground that's really kind of weird looking, and it's wild. And so you don't know what's really going on with the hole. He's just like, wow, there's a hole, and what you can do with the hole is amazing. Uh,
I
so
mean, yeah, like holes are pretty nice.
holes are great. I love
Uh-huh.
holes. I um I also have you watched The Boys?
I'm waiting for more episodes to come out yet.
I,
Because I know I'm just going to binge it nonstop once I start. But I've heard
nah,
this season is pretty good.
I I want to tell you so bad what happens in the first episode.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I want to tell you so bad. It is probably the most bizarre, fucked up shit I've ever seen on TV. Like
in a good way.
I mean it's The Boys, so it's
Yeah.
like it's like yes. I think for me and you, yes, in a good way.
Okay. Okay. I
It
can dig
is
that.
it is so just out there that I was like, oh, and for those of you who've seen the first episode, you know what I'm talking about. It's that scene, and oh my god, it was wild. Anyway, moving on. What?
Well, I mean,
All right,
like
your
to be
turn.
fair, I don't really mind like spoilers or anything. So if you want to like just tell me, like I'm down for that.
Are
Like
you sure?
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Because dude, what I'm about to tell you. All right, so spoiler for the first episode. There's no like this is nothing important, by the way. This is nothing to do with the plot. It's just something that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. I'll wave my hand like this when I'm done saying it. Okay. So look at the camera for this. All right. Okay. So at the beginning, spoilers starting now. All right. On the first episode, they're going after this soup that he's like a version of Ant-Man basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so they go down and he's in this like he's at this party. The soup is at this party and he's just like he's in this Barbie playhouse like banging this Barbie. And it's just
Yeah,
like
of course.
so then he goes woo, and like gets real big again. And him and this guy go into the back room where they did some coke and like the dude sneezes and he's like because he did a lot of coke, the Ant-Man guy, and the other guy was like, oh, I want you inside me, and the dude just like pulls down his drawers and his dong, he's just like hanging dong right there, like his dick is right in your face. So and then so I'm like, oh, he's gonna like crawl inside of his butt, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what I thought. No, no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no.
He plops his dick on the table and the guy shrinks down real small and goes inside of the dude's dick
Oh god damn it.
hole. And he starts to feel around like it's showing you all of this too. Like he's like inside the urethra and just like feeling around. The guy's like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden he sneezes again and goes big and explodes the guy. And it
Jesus
is
Christ.
just the greatest thing on earth, man. Like it's so metal. It is so good.
It's pretty metal.
Yeah.
Pretty metal.
Yeah. All right. Spoiler over. Welcome back. All right, your turn.
No, that show's pretty good. That show's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I love it, dude. It's good. And by the way, this season is really good so far. I'm really enjoying it.
Well, how many episodes are out so far?
3.
3 episodes.
Friday will be 4. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting Friday is in just a couple days now.
Yeah,
This
baby.
This week has been crazy.
I know. This week has been insane. Oh, hey, did I don't know if I told you this. I'm finally getting a couch.
You don't have a couch? What?
No, I haven't had a couch in like 2 months. And
Okay.
I haven't had a couch in like 2 months. So I've been looking for one, but then I would like find one on I would find one on Facebook or something like that. And like, you know, I've been really wanting like a couch that turns into a bed like I had.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's this couch like from IKEA. Y'all, anybody who's watched this probably knows what I mean. I mean, you see it everywhere on IKEA. But it costs $699 brand new. And like normally the typical price it would go for is like $400. But if you see it for $400, if you don't like snatch it up instantly, it's gone. It's gone. And I got it from, I almost bought it from these guys a while back. They had a couch. And but they were selling it for $585. And
used?
Yeah, and I was like,
damn.
Whenever it's 600, I mean, it's used and it's brand new, it's $699. And I'm like, by the time I rent a U-Haul and go pick it, like, I might as well just. So, by the way, so the main issue is I cannot find this couch brand new. It's not in stock in IKEA. So it's hard to find. It's very hard to find. But now I have had to buy other things, and I'm all like, as far as funds go, I'm a little bit broke. So a couch hasn't even been on my mind lately because I couldn't afford it anyway. But this lady posted on Facebook and said that they're moving to Europe. And I could tell like they had some money, you know, I could tell a little bit. They're moving to Europe after all. And
yeah, exactly.
But they had one of those sectionals on there. So I was like, all right, she posted, nobody had commented on the post yet. So I DM'd her and was just like, hey, how much is the sectional? And she's like, I don't know. We have 2. We have one that has like a big hole in it. But we have a patch for it. We'll sell it to you for like $25. I was like, well, what about the sectional from IKEA? And she's like, how about $100? And I was like, yeah, I'll take it instant. Yeah. Like I got you. And so I paid her $100. And then so tomorrow I rent the U-Haul and me and my friend are going to go pick it up tomorrow night in the middle of this fucking heat. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. So like, I heard that like you guys are going through like a pretty massive heat wave right now, right?
Dude, it's insane. Yeah. Especially for June.
Yeah. Well, it's like just like 75 and like perfect here right now.
Suck my dick. Oh, I'm so jealous of you. I know. I saw my friend in Wisconsin last night, and at the time of me talking to him, he said it was like 69 degrees. I was like, dude, I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
But like, to be fair though, like we never have this type of heat here this early. Like,
yeah,
it's 100. It's
only
usually
in
like a day
August,
or 2,
pretty much.
Right? Yeah, it's usually in August, and most of y'all know. Like, I'm open about it. I live in St. Louis, Missouri. It's it does not. We have like 2 hot months, July and August, and then whenever it does get into like the hundreds, it's usually for like a day or two. This it's like in 99 to like 103 degrees for 2 weeks straight.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most wild thing I think I've seen here. Like it is as far as the weather goes. Like it is so weird. So I'm trying to keep cool. My apartment was 78 degrees the other day, and
That's not bad, but that's with like the AC blasting and stuff, I'm assuming, right?
yes, that's with the AC blasting, and I'm going to get a $450 bill because my AC was blasting all day on top of
Yeah.
that. So I'm paying $450 a month for my electric bill for about 3 months straight, uh, and with for a warm house. Uh, but my landlord came over and put in a AC unit, so I or a window unit. So
Mhm.
it's helping, but that means my energy bill is going to even be more expensive.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking wild, man. All right,
Yeah.
Weston, your turn.
Well, I don't have like something like as crazy like that. Like the one thing
I
that
know mine was pretty awesome.
yeah, it was pretty awesome. The one thing that I was obviously like the January. Did you like watching the January 6th hearings at all this week?
I watched the late night shows covering here and there.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it just kind of like blows my mind that like the world's oldest democracy was almost like destroyed because like a couple like 80-year-old grandpas got together and got too drunk one night during election night.
Right? Yeah.
Like it's just like I had like a mini existential crisis whenever I was watching it. It was like, what the fuck? Like,
It literally, I think what all right, so correct me if I'm wrong, but so there Trump had two sets of lawyers, right?
mhm,
He had like Rudy Giuliani in that team, and then he had some like non-sober lawyer or he had sober lawyers.
mhm,
And
mhm.
Rudy Giuliani was just like, nah, just like keep ignoring everything. Like,
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
yeah.
they're like, yeah, like it looks like you're going to lose. Like, I'm sorry, we can get out in front of this and like do some like damage control type stuff. And Giuliani's like, yeah, fuck it, like we're just going to do it live. Like, just don't say anything.
Dude, I think it's wild to me. It's wild to me that nothing, I mean, like they have made arrests. Like the FBI have made several arrests and stuff for linking people and stuff to I wonder how many arrests they've actually made though. Like I want to know how many arrests. I know like the guy who was in like the horns and stuff like that.
Hmm,
The
hmm.
what do they call him? I forget what they called him.
It's like the something shaman. I can't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Is some stupid shaman dude. And he I know he got arrested. But
yeah.
I'm very curious like how many people they actually arrested. And I don't think that they like threw the entire book at these people. Like I think some of them got a pretty light sentence.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but like I'm pretty sure one of them got like a year to 3 years or like a year with good behavior.
Yeah, I'm pretty
And
sure it's something like that.
I just feel like these people should have gotten like 10 plus years. Like this is the first time that this has ever happened, and I, this is the first time something like this has happened. Well, I guess I mean since our original like White House got like burnt down, but
Yeah, about
uh
the British.
by British but like this is the first time like something like this has happened in a long time, if ever, and it's just like
Yeah, it's
I feel
pretty
like they should
fucking
have made an
crazy.
example out of him.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand both sides just because like the simple fact that I mean, yeah, like it was super fucked up, but at the same time The main people doing the instigating were not most of the people there. Like it was like actually like they were, I don't know. Like I don't know. It's kind of fucked up in the way that it was like the actual sitting president of the United States still, like that were telling them to go to the
Yeah.
White House. That's what makes it kind of fucked up, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
So I mean, I totally get you though. Like, I could easily. They, I'm pretty sure they made a lot of arrests. It's just that they're not really doing any super criminal charges except for like a handful of people. You know, that type of thing.
right, right. And I mean, I think I speak for, well, I don't know who the fuck I speak for. Probably no one, but I feel like a lot of people would agree with me when I say uh like definitely the evidence is so clear that like Trump was definitely in, had put this, what was enforcing this or was promoting this in
Hmm.
some sort of way. And like, what are the hearings? Is like, I work in politics, but like, I don't keep up if it doesn't have pertain to like my clients. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
so what is the is this just a political move, or is there actual consequences for this, that like legal consequences, or is this just a political showcase of?
Well, I mean, it's always like a first and foremost a political showcase because that's
Very
politics
true.
in general. But like, I mean, there already have been consequences for it because a couple of the people that the court subpoenaed and didn't come in, they've charged a couple of them with, contempt of Congress essentially. So there are like criminal charges being filed because of that in particular, but um, I mean, like it is like a showcase of kind of like, hey, these are the events that are being laid out of what we found of you know everything that happened that day, so we make sure it doesn't happen again. Um,
Right, right.
and it is like technically bipartisan. It just
Well,
it's
yeah, because Cheney's. I know that Cheney's
yeah.
on it.
Yep, Cheney's on it, and so is God, I can't remember the name of the other Republican guy. But they're both on it. But they're like literally the only two that can be because the Republican Party kind of ostracized them. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I remember specifically when Cheney got ostracized. Like, it's pretty brutal nowadays. Like how polarized. I don't know if oh shit. This is like a longer conversation. I don't know if I want to get into, but the polarization of America right now.
uh-huh.
But it's yeah, everything's so polarized that you can't, on both sides. Like, granted, I definitely fall on one of those sides, and like I am more liberal, but it's like both sides are so polarized right now that if one person steps out of line just for a second, just for like, oh, but like even if they do like a, I like this, but if they even throw a but in there, like you're gone.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Fuck you. Trump ain't going to come and support you, which I don't even think he has that much pull anymore.
Yeah.
Do you think that Trump's going to
Well,
run?
yeah. No, I think he'll run, and I think he'll win. Like, to be honest.
Do you really?
Yeah, no, he has the ego for it still, and he still has like such a huge grip on the party politics as it is. Like, hell, I think 538 just had a thing saying that like basically 4 out of every 5 senators that he's endorsed this primary run have like won. So like it
Oh man,
just
I thought it was worse than that. I didn't know that.
mhm. It's worse than what it was last cycle,
Which
but
was like
the
what, like
last cycle was
100%?
literally like, yeah, pretty much like close to 100%. So
um, because so I so for my job, I I see a lot of polls, like private polls that obviously I can't talk about, but
mhm.
um, I see, every candidate polls, right? They do surveys, and I do look whenever I look through them. One of the questions is always, how do you favor Trump? Should Trump run again? And I'm telling you, dude, it's low. Like these are in like red states too,
Hmm.
and it's like extremely low to what you would think it would be. Because
Hmm.
I was kind of in your, I think he will run again. I just don't think he's going to win again, especially if people like someone like Ron DeSantis runs against him.
Hmm.
I just don't see it. I think Ron would beat him in the primaries. But
Yeah, it all depends. Like, we have to remember that, to be fair, most people haven't been able to really keep up with what he's been saying recently, right? Because, I mean, the only people that have
yeah,
really been are like people that really like politics, like you and me.
right.
Um, because I mean he's banned off of Twitter, like, and so whenever it's basically just like him calling into like Fox and Friends every once in a while, and that's like how people remember who he is. So like I
Yeah,
think once like the cycle gets started up again and people see him once again, I think he'll have a lot more pull just for the simple fact that he'll be a lot more top of mind, if that makes sense.
right, right. Yeah, maybe once it starts going, I think we'll have to see. But I my prediction right now, because I know that he asked Ron DeSantis. I know he was considering him as a running mate.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I personally, if you want, if if old Ronnie boy came up to me and asked me for my advice, I would say no. Like I think that Ron DeSantis should turn him down and run himself, because I do think that Ron DeSantis has a strong. I think he could win the primary. I hope he can't win the general, but like
Hmm.
I'm almost positive he could win. I think he could. Same thing with Abbott. Uh, I think that Abbott has a lot of things that could come out that I don't see. Anyway, I think that Ron DeSantis is probably like one of the strong, or Josh Hawley too. He's been
Yeah.
they've been talking about him in presidential circles,
Yeah, I
or
think DeSantis.
political
Yeah,
circles, not presidential.
I'm pretty sure DeSantis is probably like a solid second. And then after that, it gets a little bit because I mean, yeah, you bring up the other two. Yeah, Josh Hawley also had like a bunch of drama shit happen. I think, right? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, and so did Josh. Who was the Josh? Or what was his name? Gates.
Oh yeah, yeah. God, what is his name?
His name's
I
not
know
Josh Gates,
exactly
is
who you're
it?
talking about. It might be.
That's also my cousin, and I'm trying to figure not him, but I know I'm related to like Gates, um, just not him. I forget what the fuck. What is his name? Yeah,
Yeah, but anyway, I think like my kind of dark horse for that candidacy would be what's her name? The female congresswoman that's like super crazy too. Not Marjorie. Um
oh,
uh,
yeah. You're talking about the one who went to like the like the KKK
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think she might have like a decent shot, which is kind of
God,
crazy.
unfortunately, I think you're right.
Uh
Oh God, that mother, she's wild.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do you think? See, and dude, what I'm hoping for, I don't see that. Um, I don't see Biden running again. Or I see Biden running again, but I don't think he should. I really
Mhm.
hope he doesn't run again. Um, I think that we should have somebody stronger come in, but I don't think he's going to let it go. Now, there are still things that he can do to improve his odds, like the biggest one by far, like more than anything else, would be to eradicate student loan debt. At
Oh,
least
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm just saying, if he does it, he will have unwavering support. At least for me, I can say for me, and I know if I say it, other people will too. I mean that those are just odds, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that, but I'm pretty sure the polling says that it's not that popular, to be honest. That's the problem. I mean, like it's popular with people like you and me because like we're the ones who have student loan debt.
But
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 outside of us, it's not hugely popular, you know.
I I would I have to see those polls, but I will say if he didn't think it wasn't a big deal, he would have already came out with it long ago. Like it would have been in his first 100 days.
Yeah,
Uh,
and like if he had a point to do it, or a time to do it, it would have been then. It's just like economically unfeasible right now. That's the problem.
I agree. Well, okay, it is unless he's talking about. I mean, it still I guess is pretty rough regardless, but like he's talking about now. I want to make myself clear. Like I would be in favor of another Biden presidency if it's more than 5 grand. Like that was
Yeah.
what they were saying. Like we're going to erase 5 grand off of. Like Joe Biden still thinks it costs like a nickel to go and buy milk. It's he's old as hell. But I think he needs to step down. I think he just needs to take the Jimmy Carter and leave. And I think somebody else should step in and run. Um,
Yeah, like I don't know, man.
who could
I
rally?
still, yeah, it's just like the incumbent advantage is so big, and I mean to be fair, this might be the one situation with inflation and everything being as crazy as it is that the
I'm surprised.
incumbency advantage doesn't really matter a whole lot, but that's a huge advantage just to kind of let go, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I am surprised that nobody has. I'm I'm surprised that no one that I'm surprised that the Democratic Party hasn't asked him. Like it would be so unprecedented. But it's
There
like
you
I I at this point like I'm because if he loses, which he probably will, I'm just like it. The results will be disastrous, and it's going to be if we get Trump again, it's going to be Trump 2.0. If we
go.
get DeSantis, it's going to even be worse than that.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, so I really hope. I think it's like I hate party politics, but it literally that is politics in America is party politics. Like you can't have one. We
Mhm.
literally, it's like, oh, here's your economy, America, and like trying not to put money in it. Like it's just how it fuels it. Um, but I don't know, man. It's wild to me, but I'm ready for like a I don't know, like AOC. I don't think that she's gonna run yet. She will. I know she will eventually, but I think it'd be dope if AOC ran. Um,
Yeah, possibly. Like, in terms of like her running or not, like she might. It's so hard to like even think about what the party or like the political landscape will be more than like 4 years from now. That's what is
yeah,
kind
that's
of like
true.
I have no idea. She
I,
might like be happy just like staying and being like a pivotal member in the Congress, right? Because she's
well,
the one kind of person at least on the squad that can like kind of get them in line with whatever they want. So
yeah. I mean, you're right, and I have my issues with AOC. Like, I'm not. I love AOC. I think she's cool and stuff. I love like especially her as like a. I think that she's awesome, and however, I do have issues with her tactics and how just in general, I feel like she fuels a lot of the. I don't think she makes anything better for
yeah,
like political rivalry or the fire. I mean, some could argue that it wouldn't matter if she was there or not. Like it still would be bad, but mainly
yeah,
just how she like, you know, she did that one thing where she was like yelling out the window at somebody. I forget who it was, but she was like yelling on a train or something at some people and like some of the congressmen. And I
Yeah, I
was like,
remember.
oh, I don't, it's just not a good look. I don't know. And they're going to, I don't know. I guess if you're her, you're like, at this point, it doesn't matter what she does. They're still going to like trash her for being like a woman in politics or brown and in politics, you know, like they're going to trash her for something.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um,
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I found there's like a Forbes article, and it's a little bit more even than what I thought. It's basically just middling. Nobody really has like a specific thing that they want.
Okay. So 64%.
Well, that's like 64% in total, right? So if you actually look at the poll, still the number one out of all the options listed is don't cancel any student loan debt. And then it's just split on terms of like how much you should. And then it
So,
goes into even more depth underneath as well, like in how we should do it or what should be the priority.
so
And it gets even.
64% of some sort of cancel student loan
Yeah,
debt.
exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
And the
Well,
whole thing is like, even then, like, the problem is like, just like young people don't vote. Like that's I don't that's the
right.
one thing that's like, if this is the one like smoking gun for the Democrats, then they're definitely screwed, right? Because like even with this, even
Yeah.
if you get galvanized like the youth vote, like they're still like not going to show up. That's what happens time and time after again, you know.
Right. Yeah, I know. In the end, it's always going to be like the Bernie
Hmm.
results. I think like Bernie probably got out the most millennials than anyone else probably ever
Oh yeah.
has.
Yeah.
You know, and
And he still couldn't even make it work, you know.
right.
That's like showcasing how like this strategy just doesn't work. Like that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, and I wasn't. I voted for Bernie in the primary, but the last primary, but like I I love Bernie in certain things, but like I just knew like once he got to office, unless he's ready to write, you know, like executive order after executive order, like he most of the things he was wanting is great, and that's why I voted for him. Like that's wonderful, but realistically, it probably wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, but it's great to know that my president would have had the same goals as me.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that was really cool. We got a little bit of time left. I want to move, if you don't mind, unless you got anything else
No, no,
to
go ahead.
say. Well, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter how much time. Like I'm free to whenever, but um, I wanted to move on from politics, and I want to tell you about my workout
Uh-oh, okay.
routine. All right, this
Let's
is
hear it.
serious business. All right,
It is nasty.
so about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I started working out 5 days a week, and
Ooh, nice.
which was like a lot for me, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot for everybody. Like,
Yeah, well, and I'm like, and I am in like a, because I'm in a good place to where. So what I'll do is I'll leave on my lunch break. I work from home. I leave on my lunch break and I go down to the gym, which is just a little bit past my house. Work out for an hour, come back, and then I'll come back and eat my lunch. But I'll do a working lunch.
hmm, hmm.
So I take my free time that I would get and just go to the gym. But I do that Monday through Friday. And I was doing that for about let's say I probably did that for about a month, and then I tore a ligament in my back because I think mainly it was because of me doing crunches. It
Oh, I thought you were going to say like anal sex, but
No, those are on the weekends, Weston. I'm
okay.
talking
My
about
bad.
weekdays.
I was getting mixed up. I didn't know.
Weekdays.
Okay. My bad. My bad.
geez, Lizzo. Or I was going to try to do like a geez Louise, but say Lizzo instead. But it sounded like I was like making fun of Lizzo by calling you Liz. I don't know.
You can't make fun of Lizzo.
No, she's my Lord
Uh-uh.
and Savior.
Of course.
I would eat that booty.
Hell yeah.
There-
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Lizzo is one of the hottest people on earth. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I tore a ligament. Chiropractor said it was because I was doing crunches, and which I believed him. Like I had pains after that. So anyway, so I was cooped up. I was like I couldn't walk or anything. Almost pissed my bed one night because I couldn't get out of bed to go pee because I was hurting so bad. After an hour of trying, I got up luckily and was able to go pee. Thank God. Thank Lizzo. I so after a while it's healed and everything. So anyway, that was a few months ago. I'm finally healed up, so I started going back last week. And you know, because like here's the thing, like I'm obviously a big guy, right? And normally I could do like whatever. I could go and like run up and down the stairs like a couple times and lose like 2 pounds because that's just how whenever the bigger you get, the easier it is to lose weight. And that might be a little bit of an over exaggeration, but it's something, you know, like it's not as hard, but
it's just like a matter of scale, right? You know, talk about percentages. Like if you lose like 1%
right.
of your weight, like that's just going to be larger, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I used to never really have a problem with losing weight to an extent. If I was like really trying it, I always saw results. But this time for some reason, like I come home and I eat my lunch every day is either carrots and like vegan ranch or celery, and it's been celery and peanut butter and then a protein bar. So that's my lunch, and then normally for supper I'll have like I don't know a chicken sandwich or something. I'll have something a little bit more, you know, not as healthy. But I have lost only. I looked today and I had lost. This is my second week doing this. I guess this is my 8th day, and I've only lost like 2 pounds, and I'm like. And that's probably just because like I peed earlier or something or took a dump right before that. Like, and I'm so mad. But like, what's weird is I can feel myself getting like stronger. Like I know I'm building muscle and everything, but it's like, but I'm not losing any weight, and I have no idea what's going on.
Well, yeah. I mean, like if you're still. I'm assuming you do like weightlifting and stuff and not just strictly cardio.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
So
both.
I mean, like muscle just weighs more than like fat. So, like, even though the scale is saying you're not losing weight, you probably actually are. It's just being converted into muscle instead. So, like, it's just one of those things where you just kind of have to keep going at it, and you'll see results after a while. It's frustrating to begin with.
It really is like because I just want to slim down, and like I have gotten slimmer. Like, hold up. I mean, granted, this shirt was pretty big on me beforehand, but not this big. Oh, you can't see this. I'll show the people though. But this shirt right here, like this is where my tummy is. If I'm pushing out real hard, this is how big it is. So I have this like loose. This is where my stomach is. This is where my shirt is. Weston, it's probably like 4 inches off of my stomach, like or 5. It's huge, but like again, this shirt's been big, but it hasn't. It was still like wearable, and whenever I put this shirt on today, I was like Jesus. And so like I know that parts of me are going down a little bit. Like guys, I mean I get it. It's only been like a fucking. It's only been like a week and a half. I understand that. But I do, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like I feel a little bit like I'm trimming down a little bit. It's just like my scale is not showing it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. It just takes time, man.
I guess so. I, you know who used to train me in high school? Or I
Was
used to,
it Gage?
yeah, fucking Gage.
Gage.
Gage was like, he was good, like, and he was really good at teaching me, you know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he was really good at it. It's just like every time I just got so lazy. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, Gage. I just don't want to do it. Like, I go home and just hang out with you guys instead, like
Uh
instead of getting healthy. And I'm like, no, I'd rather be like playing ping pong in my basement with my friends or like chain smoking on my porch, like
huh. Mm-hmm.
in junior as a junior in high school. Uh, uh, but I don't know, man. I do walk. So I walk about half a mile every time I go. Then I walk later on with Kennedy. Not right now because it's too hot, but I usually walk with Kennedy for like another half mile to a mile later
Mm-hmm.
on, and in the day. And then I usually do on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I do like bench press, curls, and the I don't know what these are called, but you like you take weights down by your thighs and you pull up, or you take the dumbbells up like a bird, like you're
Mm-hmm.
flapping your wings.
Oh, God damn it! I can't remember. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I do those.
The birdie maneuvers.
The birdies. Yeah, I do the birds, the bourgeoisie.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Um, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, I do butterflies, and I do the other way. I do a lot of pulley stuff. So I do like my triceps, and I'm just so scared of like fucking with my back again. Like, so I haven't done any ab workouts at all because I'm so terrified. I can't do that again. Like,
Yeah.
it's just me and Kennedy here, and I am like terrified of that.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Um,
Definitely. And it hasn't been that long, really, since you hurt yourself, right?
no,
So
yeah, it's
yeah, definitely try to keep that part of your body more. It needs to heal still.
yeah, for sure. What did you do to lose? Because I remember like us in high school, and you compared to high school, you've definitely lost weight. Like, what did you do?
It was definitely in college. It was mostly just running. Uh,
Yeah.
and I hated it. I hated it. Like I hate running so much. But like I don't know, it was just one of those things where our university had like an actual running track, which was really nice. Like an elevated running track inside of like a gym.
Oh
So
hell
I'd use
yeah.
that instead of
Yeah.
like the treadmills. And the reason why was because every time I went to try to like lift weights in that tiny ass gym, like everything was taken. So I just got pissed off and was like, "Fuck it, just going to run here." And
Fair.
just like at that point, it was just like force a habit, And then yeah, eventually it was just like one of those things where it just kind of happened all at once.
Maybe that's what I need to do, man. Maybe I just need to like take Kennedy home because Kennedy's like 9,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
so she can only take so much, and so maybe after her walk, I'll just like let her go and get a drink, and then I'll just go out for like another walk or jog or something. I'm not a great jogger or
Mhm.
runner. In fact, like it kind of hurts me sometimes to run. Like I can run for about like a few minutes at a time maybe, and then all of a sudden like my like ankles hurt real bad, and I'm just like, I might be
Mhm.
too big for that. I don't know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I want to run. Plus my legs are thick as hell, bro. My
Thick.
I mean, you got to think about it. Like my legs have to carry my ass around everywhere. So like my
Mhm.
thighs are like the size of like an elephant foot. They're insane. I I swear that's the only reason why my penis looks small.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
that's it.
Is the thick
Big
tide.
thighs. Big thighs makes your small peni, as they say.
They do say that.
I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know, man. One of these days it will. I'm gonna do. If we do this weekly, I'll come on and give a little update here and there about my progress. Hopefully, none of these days I'm gonna be like walking in with like a cane or something. But
yeah, you suddenly aged like 70 years.
well, I guess I think I hit my mark today.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I did. I am on, and next week I'm gonna be at. For bench pressing, I do like I don't know what is reps. I forget what reps are, but
it's just like how many times you do it in a row, right?
Then a set is that time.
Yeah, like 3 sets of 5 is like, so you do 5, like, 5 reps, like up and down, and then you rest, and then you do that 3 more times.
So what I do is 3. So I do 3. What I started with for bench pressing was 3 sets, 10 times each, of 60 pounds. And now, or of 50 pounds. Now I'm doing the same thing, but with 60. And next week, I think, because I'm just not hurting anymore, I haven't hurt like all this week hardly. And I'm going to switch it up to 70 next week. So if I can do 70, that's like a 20-pound. I don't know what you call that. A gain? No.
Yeah.
That's like muscle, but.
Yeah, no, it's a 20-pound increase for sure.
Yeah. So I was pretty stoked about that. I was really excited about that.
And then like doing like 10 reps in a set is a lot. So you're doing like more like longevity, like endurance type stuff, which is really cool,
Yeah, well, and then the last one, what I'll do is I hate not hurting. I love the hurt in it. I love feeling sore afterwards. And so what I will do is, can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. My computer went to sleep on me. I'm like, bitch, we're recording. What are you doing? But I forgot what I was saying. But yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, like keep me informed, man. Like that sounds cool.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited about it. It just makes me feel. Oh, I remember. What I was saying was on the last set, I basically go over the 10 and I try to do like an extra, like whatever I can, whatever. If it's 11, or sometimes by the time I hit 10, I don't even hit 10, but I just do however much my arms can take.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And that will lead into like the ripping of the muscle and all that, or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the burnout. Like that's what I remember Gage always saying or calling that. Just like do as many as possible, and then you're done.
Right. And then do you want to do one more of yours and call it there?
I'm trying to remember what else I wanted to talk about.
If you don't,
not, it is getting kind of late for me here now.
Okay.
But next time we can definitely do more for sure.
Okay, no, that's all good. I was about to say, if you didn't have one, I had a shorter one, but I can save it for next week. All right. Well, this has been our first, maybe last, maybe first of many podcast thingy. I don't know what to call it yet, but they will be going up on my channel, at least for now. If y'all like these enough, we'll do it its own channel or whatever. But anyway, let me know what y'all thought. Let Weston know how big his pee-pee is.
Yeah.
Is it big? Is it small? We'll never know.
Small. It's pretty small.
It just.
I say
You're ruining it. It was going to be. Oh, it was going
I
to.
just want everybody who subscribes to my OnlyFans to, not feel cheated. That's the only thing.
Oh man, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All my OnlyFans people, what up? Hey, what up? What up? What up? All right, guys, I love you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Weston.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You're the bitch between my knees. I don't know why he said it like. I was gonna say you're the heart. Why does everything I say tonight just sound horrible? Jesus, I was like you're my meat. What does that say? You're the bees between my knees. No, you know what I'm saying?
I have no clue what you're trying to say right now. I think you're having a neurodivergent moment. Okay.
I think I am.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's either that or I'm constipated. I really don't know.
Yeah, it's like constipated and like thinking. Like,
well,
you got the big dumb.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Well,
I love you. I fucking hate you too. You're a bitch. Fuck you.
Terrible person. Just terrible.
I hope you smell your own farts all night tonight.
Ooh, I will, and I'll love it.
You better not. All right. Bye y'all.
Bye
See
bye.
ya. High five. Bye bye. Oh, how do I end this thing?